Hi, this is going to be a reading for anyone who is in the baby daddy, baby mama drama situation because there is a thin line between love and hate, and there is a lot going on. So, we're going to do a energy and tarot card reading on it. So, it's a timeless reading. Whenever you see it, it's for you. We're going to do past, present, and future with clarifiers on the tarot spread, and we'll see what the energy is around any kind of baby mama, baby daddy drama you got going on. So, there is a lot of energy, and 2024, this year, is the year of karma. And it started back at the end of 2023, and it's going to go until the beginning of 2025. And this is because of the Pluto return and the age of Aquarius. And this energy is really revealing a lot of info. People are being exposed, and if you've done things out of spite or jealousy, greed, um, anything for your own wants and needs and desires, and just kind of been selfish, it will be exposed this year because karma will be serving up people this year. um, if you're good, then everything will be good and you really don't have to worry about it. You'll be, fine. But you got to be setting good intentions and following through with good actions. And, good karma is coming this year. Um, so just expect that, but you got to stop the fighting and do things honestly and correctly and follow the rules, because what's done in the dark will come to light. Just keep your karma clear, be patient, trust that God has a plan. And as long as you are free from anger and jealousy and spite and greed, you're out here being good and doing right, then it should all turn out all right, and it will all be revealed by this year. So I felt the need to do this reading because of that energy. It is so, a lot of people I know are going through it, and it's exposing a lot of things. And when we look even in our society, we're seeing, political leaders and, all over the world being exposed and things changing. And, a lot of these famous people are being exposed and tapes are coming out, and we're seeing like true colors of people and things, right? So it's going to keep happening all year long, and if you personally are in a situation where you're dealing with a custody battle, things with your children, baby mama, baby daddy drama, whatever it is, now is not the time to be spiteful or angry or jealous. Now is the time to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to, follow the rules, take it to the courts, whatever you have to do, play the game. Um, Documentation. I just heard record everything, have a paper trail, all those kind of things. It's like you really want to do things by the book, by the laws, and the laws of man, the laws of God. You know what I mean? Now is not the time. This year is not the time to fuck around with your karma, because it's going to happen. It's going to be exposed. It's going to be a problem. And if someone is doing you wrong, if someone's lying, if someone's, keeping you from your children, whatever, it's going to be exposed. Like it maybe it has been a long process. Maybe it just started, whatever it is, but, just be righteous about what you're doing, because now is not the time. Let's see what the tarot says. So we have Aries and Leo, Sagittarius energy on the board, and we start with the Emperor in the back. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Wands, more fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and it can be good luck, it can be opportunity on the way, and it can also represent things like a third party, three people involved, you, them, the court system, you, them, the other person, whatever it was, right? Could also be an opportunity, just waiting for that opportunity, turning your back on things and waiting for a new opportunity. So here in the past with that Emperor energy, this is about Aries energy, and it can also represent the most important person, man in your life, a male energy, a male figure. This could be the father of your children. This could be the court system, a judge. This could be a boss. This could be a priest. This could be a king of some kind, right? They have some kind of power here, Aries energy, but they're really concerned with just the truth. That's why he's like only looking to that side. It's like, listen, I don't want any of the fluff. I want the truth and nothing but the truth here with that Emperor energy, Aries energy. And it's like holding on with the Four of Pentacles. So there's some kind of balancing here. There's money involved. You know, you have to save money, you have to give money. You're trying to balance out. You're trying to hold on to your possessions. You're trying to hold on to your position, right? You're dealing with this court system, baby daddy, whatever. You have to be the one who steps up and, you know, becomes the person, the primary caregiver, or goes and takes it to the court, you know, whatever it is. And it's costing you, and you're balancing, and you're trying to hold on to things. And you're also trying to hold on to your position because it's like, until I know the whole truth, until I go through the system, right? I can't figure anything out, which is exactly what we're talking about with this Emperor energy. It's like they're only concerned with one side of it. But at the same time, you got to hold on to your positions and your position, right? With the Four of Pentacles and balance it all out. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Cups. So there's sadness here, right? There's some kind of emotional sadness, like, you know, and it could also be looking at things and seeing what you don't have over what you do have, you know. Yeah, if things are bad, but it could always be worse, right? Kind of energy, but you're focusing on how bad it is when the Five of Cups is there. There's some kind of sorrow there, there's some kind of loss. But then there's also the energy with the Five of Cups that you can't keep crying over spilt milk. So let's see one more for this past energy. King of Cups. So again, King of Emotions. Now the King of Cups is going to come in. This could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So now we have Aries energy. We do have some Earth energy here with Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus with the Four of Pentacles, and then some water energy, King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And this really represents either you controlled your emotions, right? And you were totally king of your emotions, coming out, you know, on top of it there with the king of emotions energy, in control of your emotions, sensitive yet stern, you know, going with the flow, kind of energy, and just knowing that you know, can handle it. On the other hand, you know, emotionally, you're handling it well. Don't overindulge in drinking though, because sometimes with the King of Cups, you know, it can be, and especially with this Emperor energy, it's like it can bring in anger and it can bring in drinking, you know, or you could have been dealing with somebody that could have been an angry drunk kind of situation too. But it's really about being in control of your emotions, or you're just dealing with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and they could even be like light hair, light eyes, light skin kind of appearance. Could have been like a artisty, sensitive, you know, poetry type of person, someone who likes arts and kind of sensual and sociable, you know, which would make them like a social drinker or whatever. Or you were coming out in that energy. Either way, be careful. If you're not dealing with an emotional drunk, don't become an emotional drunk either. And that's the past energy. Then here in the present with the Strength card, well, that brings in Leo energy, but it is all about strength, literal strength, having a fight for fair play, you know, precision. You have to be very, you know, careful. Here she is opening the lion's mouth. So it takes a lot of bravery. It takes a lot of technique. It's going to take a lot of patience and trust, you know, and it's just having that fight for fair play. It could represent like actual physical strength. It could represent actual courage. It can represent, you know, defeating mean attitudes and hatred and, you know, unfair circumstances. It's triumph over your enemies, you know. If you have been sick or depressed, you're going to have the strength to move forth and feel better. Strength card comes in the present. So here we are in the strength with that Leo energy and a tower. So something shocking in the present is actually going on with this situation. whatever it is you're dealing with. And maybe you are being really strong because this tower hit. Now, I've said in past readings recently, because, and like I said just now with the astrology, that Pluto return, the age of Aquarius, these towers are falling all over the place. In the monthly readings and personal readings, the towers are coming out, and I'm using multiple decks. But this is that Pluto energy. So something shocking has happened. It's been revealed, you know, with the tower coming down, and it needed to be, because whatever this tower, it's like being built on sand. It's gonna sink. It's too close to the water. Whatever. You okay? Like, it was a faulty foundation, and it has to come down. So this tower had to come down. In the process of this whole tower situation, you still have the strength there, you still have all of that energy that comes with the strength card. You're strong, you're capable, you can handle this, it's gonna work out, you are gonna have triumph, you are gonna defeat your enemies. But this tower is falling and things are being exposed, and it could be shocking and it could be surprising, and it could be, it's inevitable. It's going to happen. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the 9 of Pentacles. So this is independent energy, 9 out of 10 Pentacles. So maybe financially, it's a windfall, it's a gain. You're going to be okay. Maybe financially, independent. Maybe you're just an independent person. In the energy, maybe you've decided to be single. Now you've had the strength, you get the information, and you're like, no, I'm single, right? Like, I'm not doing this no more. We can co-parent, whatever, but I can't do whatever this was here in the past, right? With the holding on, with the emotions, with the, harsh attitudes, with the trying to balance out the possessions and the positions and everything, and the emotional drinking, the angry drinking, whatever it was. I can't do that anymore, and I'm having strength over all of that. But then this tower hits and I end up totally independent in the situation. It's that kind of energy, and this could be shocking. You kind of expected it. It's like the tower comes down, you're like, what the fuck is this? Now what? Whatever that is, whatever you're dealing with this problem, and you got to put in the work, because here comes the 8 of Pentacles. So now here comes the 8 of Pentacles. So you have the strength, right? The tower hit, the shockingness happened, and here comes the 8 of Pentacles. More earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and you could be dealing with one of those signs. And it's also about that, putting in the work, learning, taking time, growing. You have 8 Pentacles, and maybe you had 9 a minute ago, right? Now you're back down to 8, absolutely, with the 5 of Pentacles here. So I'm holding the deck upside down, sorry, but the 5 of Pentacles here. So yeah, there's a loss here. There's something like, things were lost, right? This isn't working. I put in the time, I put in the work, I found this information out. I've had strength over all the situation, but money's still coming up short. This is still costing me a lot of money. I still don't have a good relationship with this person that I'm trying to co-parent with, work it out with, move on from, whatever you guys are doing. And here you are just trying to learn and grow and work with that 8 of Pentacles. It's about developing new skills and patient effort, because you got to wait. You're growing this plant. You see how it looks like a plant? Like, it's going to take some time. You got to put into it. You got to be patient. You got to water it. You got to tend the land, all that stuff. And you could be going back to school, adding to your education, your qualifications, learning new skills, trying to get the profit, the promotion, things like that. It's like you're working really hard now for future rewards. You could have even gotten a new job, right? And so you could even be, honestly, learning how to deal with these situations. If you're in a full-on court battle, if you're going through custody through the court, if you're getting divorces, things like that, you might be learning and teaching and figuring out these things on your own too. And there's generosity here with the 6 of Pentacles. So at the same time, the energy is going to balance, right? Because we have the Six of Pentacles. You're putting in the work and the energy balances. There's generosity here. People are giving to you, you're giving to people. Maybe you're even doing some charity work. Maybe you got some charity from other people that have been through it. They're telling you about it, free legal services, whatever, right? There's charity here. And there's generosity, and you could even be giving, or and again, it's always that we were talking about so much karma. A lot of times you got to clear out the clutter. Maybe it's time to get some of this stuff out the door and give it away to Goodwill or whatever, like move on, move out, clean up your space, put the money to good use. Could be helps, it could be charity, it could be gifts, it could be someone giving you the money that you need for whatever it is, your lawyer, the rent, whatever, it could be that, people just are financially giving you support in some way. And really, your debts are going to be paid. You're going to be all right. It's like, absolutely, because then we have rest and recovery on the bottom with the Four of Swords. So you're able to recuperate. You will be able to rest and recover and recuperate. It's going to work out. Even though you've had to be really strong, there was really something fucking shocking that happened. You've had to put in the work. You're giving, you're getting, people are getting to you. That's fine. And then here in the future, well, we have that Knight energy. So the Knight can always be read two ways. The Knight comes in, he's the fastest Knight in the deck. The Knight of Wands is going to be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, and it's about taking action. The Knight of Wands can represent, taking action, coming forth with something. A knight's not a king, but it's something, and he knows what he's doing, and he's soldier kind of energy. Or it could be looked at as someone that's immature, who's being a player, who's younger than you, who's got no commitment energy. You know what I mean? Let's verify. And again, it will represent Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And the 10 of Wands. So, yeah, this might be someone who's immature, or it might be that you're still just kind of learning the processes and the stuff, but you're standing your ground here as a knight. You're rushing into it. You got the energy. You're going to do it, right? Like, but there's a lot of burdens, and it's taking on a lot. And, here comes the Four of Cups, which means there's boredom here too. And you're like, fuck this. I'm tired of it. I'm not getting many offers. The offers I'm getting aren't enough. I'm bored. And when this card comes in, it's telling you, you got to change your environments. You got to find emotional fulfillment somewhere else. The universe has at least four offers for you, but you're really not taking them. And so you need new job, new home, new friends, new hobbies, new things to do, and you might be taking on a lot right here with the 10 of Wands and feeling like you're doing it all on your own here. Let's verify. And here comes that slow growth and planning now, right? So it's going back to that energy again of more learning. You're going to have to learn. You're going to have to put in. See, we're going from the 7 to the 8, but we got 6, 7, 8 all around here, right? So we're going through the pentacles. We're going through the money. We're going through the processes. We're going through the learning, the growing, the committing, the planning. It's going to take a minute, and it's going to be slow here with that 7 of Pentacles. It's slow growth and planning, forward planning, long-term goals, your plans will eventually come into reality, but it's patience and effort, and it's like, even though you put in so much time and effort and you feel like you're not going anywhere, and then you got this 10 of Wands here, so it might be, God, it's always one thing after another. And, either I don't have enough or this guy's not enough, either way, and you're just going to have to be patient, because even though you might feel like it's not happening, it will happen. When the 7 of Pentacles comes in, they're saying be persistent. Absolutely, because here's the change, right? Death card comes in, Scorpio energy now. Change. Scorpio energy, death energy is always going to bring in that death, that transformation, and then the new beginning. It's part of the cycle, but death is going to be, coming through, cutting things out. It no longer works. It doesn't work. We got to move. It's got to change. It's going to change one way or another when death comes through. So take your action. If this person in the future is an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that you're dealing with, just know that they're not going to be a king. They're going to be immature. This might cause you some burdens. If it's you, you don't know everything yet. You're still in the king energy. You got the spirit. You got the energy. You're willing to do it, but there's a lot of burdens here. So don't take on everything. And when you feel like you're taking on everything, step back and go back and be patient and learn and plan and grow. If you are dealing with someone who's younger, who's immature, who's not working with you, just keeps coming in with this player, non-committal energy, and not even just non-committal in a relationship, maybe not committing to the damn schedule that we agreed on or whatever, and it's causing you burdens, but you're going to get through it because there's slow growth, there's planning, there's learning, there's development here. It's going to even out with the money. The money's not, you're not broke, but yeah, it's affecting your money, of course. Let's verify. Here it comes. The Ace of Cups. But in the end, we still have your Ace of Cups, right? Like, we still have that new beginning. The universe comes down with this cup of love, with this inspiration, okay, with all the money that you need, with the support you need, with inspiration, love, a new beginning, creativity, happy times, the arts, the love, the celebrations, the marriages, the births, the new beginnings of all kinds. And it's just like all affairs of the heart prosper when the Ace of Cups comes in. It's that something good is going to happen. It's that good news, a new job, extra money, a gift of money. As I said, it is the universe coming down and giving you all that you need. Again, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. And then I'm going to say at the bottom of the deck, we have heartache. So 3 of Swords with the heartache. There's been heartache here. There's been betrayal. You know what I mean? There's been third party. There's been you, them, the courts, okay, whatever it is. There's been heartache here. You, them, the child, okay? So there's 3 situations, there's 3 people involved, and everybody is feeling the pain with the heartache. This isn't one-sided. When you see the 3 of Swords, it's everybody's feeling it. You know what I mean? It's not ever one-sided with the 3 of Swords, but it will represent that heartache. But it will also represent the painful ending to a relationship that has stood in your way that is now being removed. It could have been a third party. It could have even involved some minor surgery or just, some changes, and you had to be real precise and precisioned about it. Can't avoid the heartache. But when I split the deck on the other side, you also get what? 10 Pentacles, which is all the money you need, all your commitment, your happiness, your stability. You reach those 10 Pentacles. See how you're going through with all these Pentacles? We got 6, 7, 8, 9 was coming up earlier, but you reach your 10. That's family, that's commitment, that's success, that's love, that's happiness, that's stability. It's all 10 Pentacles. Look at that. Victory wants to come through. And look at this. A lawyer. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, precision, a lawyer, an accountant, someone who runs the numbers, who goes straight with it. They're not here to do anything but, know the truth and cut out the bullshit and get through it, because we're going through some transformation here. See those butterflies? Transformation. See that huge sword? Cutting shit out, sitting on my throne. You're dealing with the lawyer. You're dealing with an accountant. You're coming out in that energy. Intelligence, integrity, You're going to get the commitment you need. You're going to get all the money you need. You're going to get the victory. People are going to see it. It's a public victory. It works out. You know what I mean? And yeah, there was some heartache here for everyone involved in the situation. But at the end of the day, keep doing what you're doing because you're going to end up with your new beginning. So I hope that helps, and like I said, I wanted to do this reading because the energy has been a lot for a lot of people, and a lot of people that are going through this, that I know personally, and multiple people have asked me what is going on. Well, here it is, and maybe we'll do this more often. It'll be just the baby mama drama, the baby daddy struggle, whatever you want to call it. But I'm telling you, there is a thin line between love and hate. So, remember that and know that, if you hate someone, you could just as easily love them. If you love them, you could just as easily hate them, right? And there's a balance, to be on either one side of the fence or the other, or to be walking that line, because sometimes when you're dealing with situations like co-parenting and things like that, you do have to learn to walk the line, And I wanted to get a Bible verse, and I did. And we are here. We are in Ecclesiastes, and we are going to come over to Ecclesiastes 3, and it says, "Everything has its time. To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven, a time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck what is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to gain and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to sow, a time to keep silent and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace." And that is Ecclesiastes 3. Everything has its time. Everything has its time. And as long as your intentions are good, as long as you follow the rules, learn them, slow growth, plan, take the action, do what you got to do, and you will get your new beginning, your inspiration, your love, your happiness, your new beginning. The universe, God, everyone will come down. It will happen. You will be blessed. And I hope that helps. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.